What if I told you that you could get 4+ hours of non-stop use out of your GoPro Hero 5? Let me show you how. You know, one of the biggest problems with action cameras today is the limited battery life. It can be anywhere from 50 minutes to just over an hour, and that's it. Now with the GoPro Hero 5, you're looking at approximately 1.5 hours of use in 4K and about 2 hours in 1080p at 60. But what if I told you that you could get 4+ hours of non-stop recording with your GoPro Hero 5 without ever doing a battery change? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. It's a new product from a company called Wasabi. Now, for those of you that know Wasabi batteries, they make phenomenal batteries. I've used them for a long time. There was a little glitch there in the beginning with the GoPro Hero 5 where GoPro decided to change the firmware that was going to exclude third-party batteries, but Wasabi, they got a workaround on that. And in one of my previous videos, I'll put a link right up here, there was, or will I put it up here? Maybe I'll put the link up here. But it was about Wasabi and the issue, and what a great company that they are, because when I contacted them saying that, hey, I upgraded the firmware and I couldn't use their batteries anymore, they were instant to respond. They said, we apologize, blah, blah, blah. We'll send you out 2 brand new GoPro batteries, which is exactly what they did. Original GoPro batteries for the GoPro Hero 5, and that was free of charge. And I thought, wow, now that is customer service. But now they've got this little item right here that piggybacks. It's got a USB-C, Type-C connector right there that goes right into the side of the GoPro, and I'm going to show you how to connect it right now. But first, let's start off with some specs. It is a 2500 milliampere hour battery. They even show you how to take off the little USB-C door on the side of your GoPro, and what the icon is for the LED light on the back of the battery to show you how much juice is in there. And that's the icon on the back of the battery. Everybody has a GoPro Hero 5, they love it, so let's get right into how we're going to do this with this Wasabi battery. Alright, once you have the door off, all you've got to do is take the external battery with the USB Type-C connector, and that just slips right into there, lock it into place, and now you're good to go. The battery automatically turns on the external battery, and it will start to recharge the internal battery if you leave it in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for right now. So it's off. All you got to do is just do a long hold of that button, and it will turn off the battery. Now let's get it into its housing. So now one thing I am going to tell you is that it's a little tricky to get this inside the housing, but once it's in the housing, it fits extremely snug. It's a perfect fit. You've got access to on and off, access to that one microphone right over here. There will be the access port for your mini USB so that you can charge it up. On this side, power button. Got a microphone hole, and then access, this right here is access to the power button for the external battery. Let's go ahead and get all of this fitted in here. Now, like I said, it is a tight fit to get it all inside. But once it's in there, there we go. Now it is in there. Put on this bottom piece. I didn't say it was the easiest thing in the world to do. Alright, now that is all tightened up. The battery is off. You can turn on the camera. GoPro Hero 5 is now on. Like I said, it is a snug fit inside this casing. record. Easy access. It is now recording. You can still see the LED up on top, let you know that it is recording. Turn on the external battery, which is now on. Pretty cool little housing. Now, from what I understand, Wasabi is coming out with a new housing that's going to be waterproof. So you're looking at a housing roughly this size that'll be waterproof for the GoPro Hero 5, to where you can also use this external battery pack. It makes it a little bit more bulkier, but when you're talking about 4+ hours, that's phenomenal to be able to turn on a camera, let it run, not have to worry about, oh my gosh, is the battery gonna die, or did the battery die? Did you lose that precious moment where you were trying to capture something when you're out on vacation, or you're doing a sport, or you're out skiing? Now, is there a drawback to this? One of the drawbacks that I see is that you don't have visibility of the back screen because this back battery is in the way. But for a lot of the GoPro Hero 3 and GoPro Hero 4 consumers, they didn't have a screen to begin with. You could purchase the optional external screen. But, given the wide field of view of the camera, if you point it in a direction, you kind of get an idea of what you're going to capture. I think it's a great idea. I mean, considering you don't have to do a battery change, and all you've got to do is plug it back in when you're ready for the next day's worth of shooting footage. I think it's a cool thing all the way around. Now, the pros are that you can get over 4 hours. I actually got 4 hours and 15 minutes of shooting in 1080p at 60 frames a second. I got just a little bit over 3 hours and 20 minutes at 4K non-stop recording. To me, that is just crazy to be able to shoot that long non-stop, given the size of the memory card that you're using. They did a great job. Now, Wasabi batteries, in my opinion, I've always had very good luck with them. They do a phenomenal job at building a third-party battery. Now, there's a couple of things that I did reach out to Wasabi about, and just to kind of give them a little heads up regarding microphones. We have a bottom place microphone here. We've got a side microphone there, and there's also one right up here on top. Now, the one up on top is completely blocked right here. So I did reach out to them to say, hey, in your next generation of the case, you may want to incorporate just a little bit of an opening, whether it was a U-shape opening or just a hole drilled out to allow that microphone to also pick up, because right now you're running off of one microphone. And granted, now when we're talking about action cameras, you're not talking about the best audio quality that you could ever get from any action camera unless you're using an external microphone plugged into it. And I refuse to spend the extra $40 just to get the adapter, the Type-C adapter, to work with this GoPro Hero 5. I choose to use an external microphone and recording source digital recorder. So here's my pros. Nice form factor to it. Extremely long battery life. I gotta give that a huge thumbs up. I like Wasabi, the brand, just because they know what they're doing when they're talking about action camera batteries. And this is really just a superb quality external battery. A lot of people will say, well, you can use a power bank. Well, yeah, sure you can. But it's not gonna be as portable as just having this. You can put this on a selfie stick, you can put it on whatever. Now, you're not gonna be able to put it on a gimbal because the weight of this is very heavy. Or you can put it on your chesty mount. You can even put it on the head mount. It's not that heavy for a head mount, but I like the build quality of it. I love the fact that you can run over 4 hours of nonstop footage with this. I like the fact that it is rechargeable, and it also, you can keep the internal battery inside and it will continue to recharge the internal battery as well. The cons that I have against this are you can't see the screen. But then again, you might as well turn the screen off since it's going to be blocked anyway. And that'll help save and conserve some energy. I did keep the screen on during my testing, so we may actually get a little bit longer battery life if you can turn off that back screen. The microphone being covered right here, that was also a little bit of an issue. That's a little bit of a con for me. But all in all, I definitely think it is a fantastic product. I give it a big fat thumbs up. Wasabi did a great job with this. And if you like this item, I'll put a link in the description below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to share it because there's a lot of GoPro users out there that are looking for longer battery life with their cameras. And this may be a perfect option for you that still makes you mobile and you're not tied down to a long cord and a power brick. And also, if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, and also be sure to click that little bell because it will remind you and notify you every single time I put up a video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.